Hello everyone and welcome to the next installment of Chapter 2, Section 1. This is Part 5 of Chapter 2, Section 1 in the free ebook that's given available on the Xiangqi Federation website. The URL is given below. This is another nice example which should be able to help beginners learn more about Xiangqi. Quick analysis of this board. The red Black had already a central cannon in place and was about to checkmate with c7 plus 4. It would be red's turn to move. Luckily for red already have a cannon on the bottom rank, and chariot and horse were now the black king was already in the scope of the red chariot and horse. However, black would have a chariot that was prepared to deliver checks could cause mischief, and it also could help up in defense. The presence of the horse here would also offer some form of defense if need be, because the horse can retreat h9 minus 7 to protect two of the intersections of the palace. So red to move. The first move would be an obvious one. It would be k5 equals to 6, because red would have to neutralize the threat of the black cannon delivering a checkmate. And by doing so, the red chariot will now be prepared to attack the black king with aid from the red king, with help from the red king. Also, the elephant will now threaten to capture the black cannon, and it would not have to fear any smothered cannon checkmate, because the elephant would also have this intersection covered. And at the moment, the black's main attacking force would be these three pieces. So, in the book, c7 plus 1 was given, whereby black tried to move his cannon to safety and hopefully be able to force and trade of chariots with r3 equals to 4, because after trading chariots, black could have the pawn advantage and also the material advantage because of the extra cannon. So in the example, this was the move it was given. Now, I ran this position through the computer and found that black could have fared better with this move, offering to trade cannons. Now, if red would have to accept after delivering a few checks, black could defend the cannon rank. He cannot capture the red cannon, or it would be an immediate checkmate. This would be the angler horse checkmate, because after delivering this check, no matter where the king would move, the red chariot would checkmate accordingly. For example, if k5 equals 6 were played, red would checkmate with r6 equals to 4. If black retreated, this would be a checkmate. If black advanced, red would checkmate in this manner. So it would not matter where the black king could move out of these 4, 1, 2, 3 intersections. It would all be a checkmate. So that is why black cannot capture the cannon, and he had to defend this file, but red would attack in this manner, threatening to continue to attack and forcing the black horse, as mentioned earlier, which was able to protect the palace. And although red would have the significant advantage, red would have the significant advantage, it will still be an uphill battle, and this variation will be much better than the variation that was given in the book. And according to my computer, red would have an advantage of about 600 points. So in the book, c7 plus 1 was played. Now, the main idea, or the central theme of the chapter, was discovered checks, and this move was cited by the authors as one of a good example, which if we were to follow this line, it would indeed be a very interesting example. By playing this move, As mentioned earlier, black was prepared to play r3 equals to 4 to trade chariots and win probably with a material advantage. However, as the king was now out, red would deliver a check, and control the central rank at this point. Now, the key move at this point in time would be to play h5 equals to 7. H5 equals to 3 is obviously not viable because the chariot would gladly trade away the pesky horse, and red's any threat of a red checkmate would be immediately neutralized. So if h5 plus 7 were played, even if black tried to trade material, this would be a discovered check. So for example, if black insisted on delivering a check to trade chariots, this will be a cross check, whereby after capturing the black chariot, the red horse will now be delivering a check. This will be a discovered check also. So that is why black cannot play r3 equals to 4. Now what would happen if black tried to move his king to safety? Now the angler horse was already in position. Red would deliver a check, forcing the advisor to be moved. c5 minus 5 would not be viable because the chariot was now pinning the black king to the same file. So red would simply capture the advisor to deliver a check, forcing the king to retreat, and red would simply capture the cannon. Now red would be prepared to checkmate with r3 f5 equals to 6, and to defend, red would have to either move the cannon to prevent c5 equals to 4. So at this point in time, it would be very clear that red would have the advantage in hand. It will still take red some effort to win, but red's advantage by this time, according to my computer program, would be about 1,600 points. So it would be just a matter of time before black fell. So that is why a4 plus 5 would be the correct move and not c5 minus 5. Now if this were played, red would attack in this manner to capture the advisor immediately, threatening to check, forcing one of the elephants to move to central file, check, and checkmate. Now this is a chariot horse checkmate. So as can be seen, back to the original position, after the angler horse position, after red had played the angler horse, black would still lose if he played k5 equals to 6. Now if if black tried to defend with r3 equals to 2, red would attack in this manner. Again, a discovered check, forcing the king upwards. Now if the king moved to the 6th file, this would be an immediate checkmate because the king cannot move back, as the angler horse would have the centroid covered. So this would force the black king to the cannon rank, delivering a check. And as the advisor had been captured, red would now use another discover check to deliver a checkmate. Now, a short recap. In the example, the first move would be to move the king to safety and form a counter-attack. And although c7 plus 1 was given in the book, r3 equals to 2 would have been a better option. And red would continue to deliver a check and control. As can be seen, this is a very important intermediate move to make for the red chariot to control the black's cannon rank and also allow for his horse to move to the angler horse position. And at this point in time, it would be a sure win position for red. Now, black tried to salvage the situation, check, checkmate. And a short recap in case you're wondering, Black cannot deliver a check in this manner because this would not only be a discover check, it will also be a cross check. So this position is a little bit might be a little bit complicated for beginners, but it shows to serves to show the might of the discover check. So I hope you like this short video tutorial, and if you like the work that I've been doing, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.